Hello, fellow binge watchers. Welcome to Cutting Reviews, and today I'm reviewing Gangubai Kathiawadi. Gangubai Kathiawadi is based on one chapter from the book Mafia Queens of Mumbai by Hussain Zaidi. And this film is set out to prove Alia Bhatt as the queen of Bollywood by Sanjay Leela Bhansali. I am not a Sanjay Leela Bhansali fan, but I like the occasional indulgence in his universe of grandeur, poetry, and art. An old school theatre experience that demands patience and taste. This film takes us through the journey of a young and dreamy Ganga to a fierce, scarred, and still ambitious Gangubai from Kathiawad to Kamatipura. Bollywood has produced a plenty of films around the life of courtesans, either as an entire feature film or in subplots. Most of these films paint a similar picture, with a caricaturish representation of the women, the pimps, the eunuchs, etc. Even SLB, despite his unmatched sense of style in cinema, keeps the basics same but adds a layer of his craft, designing each frame to his own pleasure. How these women are made to sit in a line with an arty wall in the background and an off-center frame. How Gangubai stands in front of the door for the first time in front of her brothel. How Kamatipura is shot from top angles and with cinema posters in the background. All of these are art montages and not really a gripping narrative. There is a scene in which the power goes off and all the women stand at the door with a candle in their hand to keep the show running. This scene has no other significance than the visual gratification that the director wants to offer. As for the story, it moves rather slowly in the background of costumes, lyrical dialogues, and music. Tying all these loose ends and keeping us glued through the slow pace is the acting prowess of Alia Bhatt. It is rare for an SLB film to entirely rely on one actor, but Alia Bhatt is the focus of the camera throughout the film. Dancing, crying, laughing, howling, she gives her all to the camera and is almost like a live acting class as Gangubai. To be honest, she doesn't get much help from costumes or makeup to look as scarred as her character would have been. But her eyes convey all the pain and angst while she continues to look pristine in her white sari's red bindi and small frame. There are scenes which feel unnecessary or stretched, but even in those moments, Alia Bhatt doesn't let you blink with boredom. There are veterans like Ajay Devgan, Seema Pawa, and Vijay Raz in supporting parts, but they get only hurried moments to make their presence felt. The music is contextual but forgettable, the cinematography is top notch, and the dialogues are very heavy but a little too filmy at times. The film feels like a selective, slow, and tinted view of Gangubai's life. It has its moments of glory and monologues worth a revisit, but all of it is mostly because of Alia Bhatt. The narration and direction are underwhelming without her. Wait for an OTT release, I would say. Going with a 2.5 out of 5 cutting rating for this one.